Hey guys, today we're going to be working on this 85 Ferrari 308. We're going to be retrofitting an exhaust system for it. So they didn't make an exhaust for this particular model. So the customer supplied us with an exhaust from a 2-valve car, and we're pretty much going to be retrofitting it onto this particular model. We're going to get rid of that stock exhaust. It's supposed to be pretty straightforward, a few modifications, so we'll take you along. Let's get to it. This assembly is complete, pretty straightforward. You had some hardware on the side here for the muffler. You had your cat, just had to disassemble the EGT bung and the O2 sensor and then remove that little donut. But wait, there's more! Well, just as expected, nothing fits. So we got the rest of the exhaust parts off. Did have to jack up the right rear control arm to move the suspension up to actually make room for the axle to come up to be able to get this back pipe off. This part, it looks promising, but nothing else is lining up. You know, these tabs here are way back. If I were to push this all the way back, it basically puts this entire muffler too far back. So what I'm thinking right now is we'll extend this a little bit, then we'll figure out what to do with the brackets. Either move the brackets over or probably fab some new ones since these have to be extended. Well, basically what I'm going to be doing now is I found a nice straight section. So the idea is I'll cut this, install this piece onto that, see where that fits, and then put this where we want it and have our kind of A to B. Then we'll just have to build everything from there. So this side we got in, we cut it and we got it in here. That's fitting pretty good using the same hardware as before with the new donut gasket. Looks like we'll have to cut this, rotate this down, extend it here. That's hitting right up there. So we're gonna cut this and rotate it as well to bring it down. We're gonna end up building a new piece coming out of that. It's gonna 180 around, and it's going to connect to that. Other than that, that looks pretty good. Don't know about reusing the pieces anymore. We'll see what we can come up with. But that's kind of gives you an overall view, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. Of course there's custom fab involved. That's what we do. So we went ahead and chopped it off, and this piece is gonna have to get rotated, and then that extension will get made on that side. And then on this side, it was interfering with the body, so we went ahead and chopped it as well. This piece will also get rotated down, something like that. And then a new piece will get made from this point. We went ahead and cut off the flange from that end that came off of here to reuse on that, because it reuses a donut gasket, and that flange is specifically designed to accommodate that. And then this side actually fit pretty nice. It did bolt right up, so everything's looking good here. We're gonna add a set of flanges inside of here as well, and then all the O2 sensor and EGT bung will get adapted to that. And as far as the brackets are concerned, I really like these OEM hangers on the factory exhaust, so I decided to reuse them. Started making some brackets that's going to kick up and then attach to the top of here. I'm using these just for kind of a reference right now, but these will get cut off. That's where we're at so far. We're liking the angles of everything. We really do like how this kind of kicks up, kind of follows the rear balance here. Tips don't stick out too far. They aren't really high, so it's not going to melt anything, but I think that's all for now. We have our exhaust mounted up. We made some new brackets. Picking up the factory mounts. Got our extension. So we'll go ahead and get that tacked onto this piece here, and we'll start building the rest. So we got all our tubing tacked up here. We're gonna go ahead and weld it all together. You see our little extension there. We're going to be TIG welding this, and we're going to be back purging it to ensure that we get proper welding and penetration and proper protection inside the tubing as well. So we have our centerpiece all welded up. We've got the flange coming off the factory header. We got our new flange that we added. We have our O2 sensor, and then we have the EGT sensor. That'll pop in right around this area. So we're gonna go ahead and attach the other side header, get it welded on our muffler, and then get the other part of the muffler welded on. How to make some new brackets for the hangers. We had to extend this tube over here. We added a section, rotated that elbow, and rotated this elbow as well. Don't forget about this piece right here that goes on the other side of the header with a new O2 bung and EGT bung. It'll fit up in there and connect this flange to the muffler. Let's get it installed. That about wraps it up on the exhaust on this Ferrari. If you guys have any questions, you can comment down below, or you can reach me at hutchwelding.com, and stay tuned for more videos. See ya.